afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of The Young Farmer. My name is Andy, as always. I do hope you're doing very, very well indeed. You join me as we are been on a bit of a couple of road trips this morning, and we're just about heading up to the yard there now. We've been picking up a couple of new trailers, which are really going to change things for us here on the yard with the fleet. So we're the two of the same trailer there. We're going to have a quick look into them, and I'm very much looking forward to getting them all settled in. So what we'll hopefully be doing is kind of extending our range and our capacity a little bit with our spraying operations. We obviously have the estate land to do. We've got a lot of land in the Bay Area here that we can look into as well, but we were just being a bit hindered there. So I've made a few changes there, brought a few different bits and pieces in, and we're going to see how that affects us really moving forward there. So very much looking forward to that. And then yeah, I've got another new bit of equipment as well. Actually, been spending a bit of money this back end of the year. I've got a 5-meter combination. Well, it's not a combination drill. It is a cultivator really, but it has a seed unit on there as well. So that is going to be useful for specific applications really. And we're going to go and take that back over to the estate ground to get cracking with it as well very shortly. So very interesting. Going to look forward to see how it all looks and how it works. And yeah, it's a impressively made piece of equipment. Let me tell you that much. But we'll have a look into it. But for now, as we come around the corner here, you are going to see the first of the new additions in front of us, and then the second one's behind me. We've got a brand new Bowser. It is a Bailey Trailers Bowser, and it is beautiful. Now, it's actually, I was only really going to go and get one, but then, well, it's not too expensive at all there, so I bought a second one. And yeah, it's going pretty well, actually. I'm very impressed with it. So we're going to see. We are running out of space. That is an issue. I'll openly admit that one. We're trying to figure out how we can get a little bit more space to park things in. One thing I am thinking about is actually extending out directly behind us here, knocking this wall down, just kind of giving myself a bit of a hard stand where I can park my trailers. Because yeah, this whole yard is getting a little bit tight. But for now, at least, let's have a look at our fleet here. So these are two Bailey's trailers here. These are our chemical trailers. And we have our chemical lockers on both of these. And we also, oh, as I jump up here, we have, I can't remember, I think these are about 1,500 gallons or something, or maybe a bit more than that. So plenty big enough to keep these two going for a little while here. But they'll also mean as well that we can shift them to a location maybe over the estate there, and we just park them up, because these two are about to get very busy. We've got in the Bay Area as well, we've got an awful lot of post-emergent work to do. A lot of the winter drilled cereal crops are starting to come through here. This class is going straight back onto the onto here, so it's something that will be pretty interesting to kind of keep an eye on to see how well we go there. These two are really going to be a good earner for us over the course of the next few months, that's for sure. I typically drive the self-propelled one there, and then we usually get Chris to jump on and drive this one. Although Chris has proven to be quite handy on the Amazon as well there, so always nice to have. And we can kind of move ourselves around a little bit. Chemical lockers on the back there, so we can store everything that we need to, which is fantastic. And yeah, we're very much looking forward to seeing how this kind of improves our area of operation. Right now, we're just going to drop that off about there. I'm going to come around the corner here. We're going to get ourselves back in. The lads are out busy working away again today. We have got... let's get just around the corner here. We've got... one of them is working down by the... at the biogas plant, actually. Took a load of straw down there this morning. And then he is staying down there just to work as a hired-in worker there today, so he's keeping himself busy. And then once that load of straw is done, he's going to be taking the pellets off to the local distributor. We'll just knock you off there, which is great. And then you've got Chris is out and about doing some more landscaping again. We've still got that hired-in skid steer, so he's down in the valley there. And then Anthony is out with his tractor, working on some verge sides, doing some hedge cutting now. This, as I was mentioning over here, is the next new bit of equipment here on the 870. This is our fantastic new cultivator. This is 5 meters wide, like I said. It's a Kerner Corona, but it also has the air seed drill on the back there. So we're going to primarily be using this for establishing cover crops and any grass seed work that we need to do. It's not too big though, so it's the 870 can handle it no problem. Once I get my jobs done around the house, around the yard here today, I'm going to be taking this off for a little bit of a test drive over to the estate. Let's see how we get on. Just to actually, that bean stubble that we were in the other day, we're going to put a cover crop into there, and then we're going to leave that over the winter, and then in the spring there, that's going to have the spring barley put in, I do believe. But yeah, that trial with the Fendt Ideal was very impressive, actually. It really, really was. And it's looking like it's going to be very interesting to follow that moving forward. But yeah, that was a great combine, and flew through that field, actually. No, honestly, that absolutely flew through. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to load up another trailer whilst I'm here, so that when we are able to get this all swapped around, see if I can get this hooked onto here, we can just get this trailer filled up and swap the trailers over there. Too high. I might have to use one of the other tractors there quickly just to get this moved. But yeah, we're going to get this loaded up with straw first of all, and then we're going to get off and away, I should reckon. But this means, well, we do have that old Johnson trailer in the corner there with the Bowsers on. They are going to be, IBC Bowsers are going to be kept as a stack somewhere, but the trailer is going to be sold. We're just waiting for a local auction somewhere where we can actually get that shipped off to. Because yeah, we don't need that now as well. It served its purpose, it did an alright job, but it just wasn't big enough really, and the pump that we had on there wasn't very good, and there was just a few things letting it down. So we've decided to go in a different direction, and the two Bailey's trailers there will make for an awful lot faster job. So I'm happy with that. Straw is going into the BGA very well now. It's coming along very nicely indeed. It's so nice to have it all under cover here and to be nice and dry. So that's really working quite well for us. What we do need to do is stack this one up a little bit better. And then we're starting, like I say, getting a little bit more space back in this shed, which is crucial. But as you can still see around the yard here, we are missing a few bits and pieces. So missing a little bit of space still. So one Velstad, the carrier is actually over at the estate. So we need to bring that back over there. And yeah, it is just a little bit tight still. So if I could just get some of the Stormer trailers, like a little trailer pad, that'd be perfect. I think that's what we're going to look into. It just makes that a little bit more sense to me, really. But yeah, otherwise than that, everything else is going well there. We're keeping the guys busy at the moment, really, more than anything, which is always good. Yeah, the fleet continues to expand in terms of the equipment, so we've got more and more work for us all to do, which is good. Looks like there's going to be a lot more hedge cutting work coming in at the moment as well, so probably going to see me out on the hedge cutter from time to time, I reckon. And yeah, got an interesting job coming in from a local farmer as well soon, which is going to have its not without its challenges, but it should be good to do it. So I'll not say too much more about that right now, but yeah, it's certainly something we're going to have to do as soon as the phone call comes through. Okay, let's just take this guy right over here. Okay, so how's everything with yourself? I hope everything is going well. Whatever you're getting up to, do let us know down below. Let us know what you're driving and how it's all working out. I got asked the other day by a John Deere representative if I would like to test drive their new 7R series. He knows I'm a big class fan, a big class man at the moment there, and I don't know if he's just trying to work his way in or what, but we might well be seeing the 7R coming our way for a little bit of a demo at one stage. So we'll have to see if what, ideally I would like to put it to some proper work somewhere if I can. You know, find some good work to do with it, but I don't know what that's going to look like yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that would be something that would be pretty cool to do. Put that forward about there. It's not the biggest, but it does just allow us to get a few more in at a time there, really. Keep the shed space to forever opening up, really, and reducing the number of bales we have is always good. Don't want 3 on there. 3 on there I can take. Also just get that stack away from that combine. I'm always nervous about that. There we go. weather-wise at the moment there, we've had a little bit more rain of late, which I'm so pleased that we've got most of the winter drilling done, because it has kind of knocked that on the head for now. But all being well, we should be okay. I think we're looking like it's in a position where we should be able to survive now. So a little bit of spring work in the books already, so that's good to see. Good to kind of get those orders put in there. Drills are ready for a teardown and a service. I'm really trying to get everything lined up so I can do a big old winter service here, including the balers need to be done, the drills need to be done, the mower has some work, combine of course, and then although to be honest there, we may leave the combine until next spring. It's being blown off there, it's been cleaned down, which is why I was quite pleased to get that demo the Fent, because I didn't really want to, whilst it still looks dirty, I haven't washed it because I don't like to wash it before we use it. That's a loud plane above there. Yeah, it is in a position where we can get on with it, where everything's kind of been greased off there, but we just didn't want to, I don't like to leave it sat once it's been washed, because the water can tend to gather in the bearings and ruin those bearings pretty quickly, so I want to try and avoid that. Where possible. Let's give that one a bit of a nudge on. Okay, that should about do it. Fantastic. And that's that one done. Another job done. We'll get that strapped down there. The New Holland that we have is working fantastically well. We are using that in the carrier quite a bit at the moment. I wondered if it would actually pull this. It should maybe do, but it's perhaps just a little bit too heavy for it. So I'll put the one that actions onto it anyway, just so we get that extra grip and traction on the front, because that bean stubble that we're going into there is not the lightest of ground, so we'll see how it works through that one. But yeah, we'll have to come back to that in just a second. But yeah, so as you can see here, my point again, I'd love to get all of these kind of looked into. I am actually getting a demo of a new Roland muck spreader very shortly. That'll be exciting. We've had this one for a while now, but there's a new one coming on higher, so we'll watch the space for that one. But yeah, this Bailey's trailer was a great pickup, and I really like how the Bailey trailers are made, which is why we did go in the end for 2 more Bailey trailers around here. I like my Browns, don't get me wrong, they're great. I am actually thinking next year of trading in this Joskin that I have for another of the big blue trailers, because I just think we need that extra output there, really. So we'll see how that looks. But yeah, the fleet is kind of coming together at the moment, which is great. And we'll see how it goes. I'm hopefully going to get the T6 back here shortly, because what we'd love to do is stick that onto onto the Bowsers, really. And over the winter months, when there's not much else to do, and we just need to get spraying done, and into the spring there, we'll use the New Holland to ferry Bowsers around, I think. And that'll be a good start. But yeah, ultimately, it's a nice looking fleet. It's coming together very well. Do let me know what you think of these. And yeah, I really like the fact that our output is growing exponentially as well. On the other side of here, like I say, this ground here is not really very much. There's not a lot going on. I'm going to see if I can get like a dry stone wall and just to come and take this and like square it off a little bit. And then that'll give us a little bit more land in which to work with. So just without having to dig any holes away there, or dig away any more ground, just to square that right off and allow me to get some things stored into here as well, which would be perfect. For now though, I think what we're going to go and do here, whilst the rest of the team are out and about, we're going to go and test out this new cultivator drill of ours. We are going to go over to the eventually go over to that bean stubble over on the estate land there, but before we do, we're just going to have a look into it here and make sure it's all calibrated and work. Because yeah, what I'd like to do is kind of get this all cleared out enough, so I need to get all my machines under cover, really. I don't like to get my tractors outside, which at the moment there's something I've had to do a little bit too much of. Now the main difference between this cultivator and the one to my left here, they're both 5 meters. The Kverneland there has a deeper tillage depth, and so it is a bit more adjustable in that terms. This kind of goes into the top couple of inches, and just kind of works over the top couple of inches there, breaks that up and allows for a good tilth, a good seed bed to put this cover crop into, or the grass seed if you are drilling grass seed. The Kverneland one there goes a bit deeper. That goes down about up. You can adjust that down to about 6 inches, or a little bit higher, maybe 7. but we're not interested in that right now, so we're just going to keep that as it is. But yeah, that does a good little job. That cultivator can work well with breaking up a ploughing pan as well if you're into any heavier soil there, so it's very good for that. What we're going to do right here though, what we're going to do is just unfold this guy. Let me see if I've got my hydraulics all set up here for it. No, we didn't put those on, that's better. Perfect. It's very well made, this. It's absolutely fantastic. It's such a well made piece of equipment. And yeah, we have got the hydraulic spring backs on each of these, so if you hit any rocks on any of the coulters, on any of the legs, it will spring back but then push straight back down to where it needs to be. It's going to have a bit of grunt on here. There are 3 different types of presses on the back I could have gone for. This one I feel like is the best for when we are putting seed into the ground there, because these coulter wheels kind of press that back down a little bit really. So I think that's going to be very very important. But yeah, let's just kind of into here. Alright, another nice solid little ladder for us to get up on as well, and straight into the seed tank. So ultimately, yeah, it's a very, very nice little piece of equipment. We're going to go and roll this up now, and then take it away to have a bit of a play around. And we've got, there's a few fields around here that I might go and try fish today, and then tomorrow we'll take it over to the estate the more I think about it. Because I think that would be nice just to be able to get a proper little practice of it, to make sure I know what's going on with it all here. And then we'll see. Up we go in the front there as well. We'll see how that's all looking today. So I think that's what we will do. Okay, and so just go get a few things squared away there, make a few quick phone calls with the customer to see if he's ready to go, which it looks like he is. Oh, that's on me. I also need to get that seed drill hopper cleaned down, tied up there. I'm waiting for a few rainy days where I can just stay in the yard again and get cracking on. Last ones that we had, I had a whole wealth of things that I needed to do, so couldn't quite get around to that. But today we are looking good. Be interesting to see what this works like without having any jewels on there. We should be good for grip. With the wider Michelins on there, we should be okay, but we'll find out. Right now, though, we're going to go for a bit of a drive. It's about 5 minutes away on the other side of the valley. We'll just bring that speed down, and we should be good. So, like I say, lots of different things coming up for us in the future. I had a wicked idea the other day about something that I would, a new investment for the farm, which would be, I've discussed getting a lorry before, I've discussed fast tracks, and it's neither of those, but it would be something which would work in the same way. So watch this space for that one, because that very much is still something that's in the infancy of its ideas there, but I think it could work out quite well if all works out. Speaking to a local, to a large-scale British farmer at the moment who has one, and yeah, he's got nothing but good reviews for it, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, without being any more cryptic, we'll leave it at that, I think. But that wouldn't be something that happens until next spring anyway. Right now, we're just going to continue along. Get ourselves over to this land. It's not the biggest field. I think it's about 9 acres all in. We're putting a cover crop in there for the winter, and it's I think the sheep are going to come and graze it down over the course of the year as well. So, which is more fertilizer in there. So it's a good approach to getting some good crop ground control, some good soil structure, but also some good natural fertilizer on there as well. But we'll see how that all looks. Go this way. Nearly this way. The car is still here, would you believe? I don't know if anyone's going to come and take that, but it's still knocking around. It's still going to be here for some time by the looks of things. And not much we can do about that, but I'm surprised no one's... It looks like someone's actually been in and picked away at some of the pieces, taken like the batteries out of there and smashed the windows, looked inside it to see if there's anything worth taking, that kind of thing, but what can you do? Yeah, other than that, we're going to get cracking along. So what we'll do is we're probably going to leave it right about here. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. This has been the latest update from the young farmer. Plenty more to come, but as you can see there, we're really just trying to make sure we're all geared up for the big sprayathon that we've got coming up over the next few months. and hopefully the spraying book continues to grow and grow and grow. So we will very much keep you updated with that. But for now, thank you ever so much for watching. I have been Andy the Young Farmer, and we will see you all in the next one. Catch you later.